put idols and graven images, and even images of kings that are on the earth. That's why you have like Mount Rushmore, you have the statue of Abraham Lincoln. That's why you have the idols like of Baphomet. So these things are honored, right? And they're doing it to this day. So it says, verse 16, thus in process of time, an ungodly custom grown strong, and it says grown strong, so it's heavy. You can see that even heavy in amongst our people. They're all into these different idols, and they'll even fight you for telling who the name is and who the Lord is, just like what the brothers were mentioning with the IUIC, right? Nate, he's fighting, right? So it says, was kept as law, and graven images were worshipped by the commandments of kings, whom men could not honor in presence, because they dwelt far off. They took the counterfeit of his visage from far, and made an express image of a king, whom they honored, to the end that by this was their forwardness, they might flatter him that was absent, as if he were present. So a good example of that could also be what happened to Nebuchadnezzar, and how he gave the decree to set up the statue and make everybody bow down to it, right? And if you didn't bow down to it, you get thrown in the fire. That's why you have the account of the 3 holy children, which is Daniel, right? Verse 18, also the singular diligence of the artificer did help to set forward the ignorant to more superstition. So you go down into even more folly when you believe in those things. More superstitions come about. You're just lost and you lose your way. You don't know who you are as a people. And that's what these idols have done. Going into worshiping Baal, which is really the god of the community. When you go into it, that's why they say the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. When you watch that show, that's basically what he's telling you. He worships the god of the community. And it's known that Will Smith, he's a heavy homosexual, man. So that brings you into more wickedness.
Even expound on what you're saying, when you go into the court system and like they say, oh, you're a danger to the community and all of that, you know.
Yes.
That's what they, that's why they put these sanctions on you, to punish you.
Wow.
And they throw different charges at you, but it's really under Baal, which is Baphomet, etc., etc. You know, but they have different names or whatever.
Yes,
It's the same demon, but there's like there's angels of the demon that represent their representatives, Pan and all of that. They're all the same. They come down the line, but it's you know, so different nationalities or whatever. It's the same demon, but it's they just keep on the name changes.
Name change, yeah. I was just gonna say Merodach. Merodach is a Babylonian god. Okay, Dagon. So you go to various lands, and that's what when you go before their court system. That's what the brother's saying, right? You're actually going against their god, right? It could be Merodach. It could be whatever it is, right? Hey, we smile when we see that.
That's why when you go in the court system, you have to bow.
Yeah.
You have to bow. You're part of that.
Your lordship, you're actually
bow.
bound to a demon.
You have
It's
to
one
bow.
of those demon gods.
Well, the term magistrate go with the term magi, the magician. Actually, that's why you have the black robot man is casting spells on you.
Yep.
Right?
Those gods, yes.
Right? So that's why they call them your worship and your honor, the same word, interchangeable. Worship, honor is the same word.
So a lot of our people, they don't know they're giving these other powers jurisdiction over them. Because you bring up the court, right? Because if you're a Moor, I'm just going to use this for an example. If you're a Moor, you can actually go into a court of law and not reverence the judge.
Yes.
You don't have to stand up and bow down when he or she comes into the room. You can say things like, my honor, you know, my honor, I come in this. And then now she has to look at the whole case different, because she can't charge you with those laws because you're addressing her a different way. So that's the same thing, right?
Because it's authority represents authority.
Yeah.
So they have to be careful and be like, oh, fuck. Because you never know. One reason why they do that is because suppose they have to deal with a mason.
Yeah. That's true.
That's why.
Yeah. I'm going to continue on. This is verse 19. For he peradventure, willing to please one in authority, forced all his skill to make the resemblance of the best fashion. And so the multitude of Lord, by the grace of the work, took him now for a power, which a little before was but honored. And this was an occasion to deceive the world, for men serving either calamity or tyranny. And that's what these gods are set up to do. They're really to serve the purpose of the elites that have set up these powers, so they can keep you people
In
in
darkness,
submission and darkness.
right? And keep you stupid, right? Away from these scriptures first and foremost.
That's right.
Right, that's their job. They're doing their job.
Yeah.
They've done their job on Nate. Some of you 501c3 people.
Yeah, because
you
Nate's
were
getting
bought-
paid.
Yeah, you
Paid to
get
say
you get
that.
bought for free. You get bought for cheap.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? You're cheap. You're bought for cheap.
Cheap horse.
The Lord set you up. The Lord set you up for cheap. It's just basically to expose you. Okay.
And this was an occasion to deceive the world, which the world is deceived. That's why you have this image over here. Everybody believes that this is a good image, right? But that's not a good image. That's the devil, man. So a lot of you people are deceived, you Christians out here. So it says, serving either calamity or tyranny, they describe unto stones and stocks the incommunicable name. So now they're applying, so that's why when you look at Nate, he's making, he's actually relating these other powers to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. That's why it says incommunicable. So what this means is not to make common. Okay, so he's making the name of the Lord a common thing. That's not supposed to be. The Lord's name is in a separate category. Out of he's no other God sits beside him. So you can't make his name common. So he's going off, and this proves it right here.
That's right.
That's all I had to bring out.
Brothers can bring out something. There's stuff in the thing I'll try to get in the New Testament about the Lord. Right? Talking about being invisible and visible. All power and all of that.
In the meantime, I'll look for that. Can you get Isaiah 6:9? Because these are some of the scriptures that Nate brought out. Con, go ahead and read that.
So this is Isaiah chapter 6 verse 9, and he said, "Go and tell this people, hear ye indeed, but understand not, and see ye indeed, but perceive not."
Give me 1 second.
So that'll be the people in that
IUIC,
IUIC camp.
start with them.
Because you hear what we're saying, but they can't perceive it. Because Nate is using a stumbling block, man. The most I set up Nate to be a stumbling block to all you minions of the IUIC. Because how can you not get it? Have something spiritual happen why you can't hear what we're saying to you, right? Like what causing? Because Nate says the name is Yahweh. He had a whole segment one time with him looking like a damn black fly, talking about Yahweh. You know what I mean? So what happened, Nate? What happened? You had a whole segment. I remember because when I first came to the truth, I saw this, man. I was like, yeah, his name is Yahweh. And I know Nate had that voice. Was like, So he was on it. So what happened, man?
Nate, that juice purse.
You know what I mean?
Turned into Baron Samedi.
Right.
That's what he turned into. You know who Baron Samedi is? That's a very important charge against you. But hey, we're not bringing the
House of
charge.
Saul, man.
Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai is bringing the
House of Saul.
charge.
Well, Baron
It's
Samedi is
exposed.
the Lord of the Dead.
Oh, well,
The
the
Lord of the Dead.
Go ahead, finish
So
it.
we're the house of David. He's the house of Saul.
Yeah.
Plain and simple.
Yeah, con.
You think David would be calling on Jesus the Christ and Most High and Christ bed with the acronym AM, whatever the acronym they have?
Yeah, con.
You know what I mean? What's wrong with Yahweh, right? And in Yahweh Shai.
Yeah, that's very true because he takes it very personal when we say that name, showing you that he's being a demon.
Done.
Well, he's sold out, right?
Yeah, he's sold out.
That's
That's right.
That's a word he's not allowed to utter.
That's right. That's
It's in
right.
that 501c3 tax charter,
Right.
Yes, sir. He's
right.
protecting
So he's
his.
made a pledge with Satan.
Sold his soul. Yeah.
Yeah, he sold his soul. That's what a pledge
For
is.
filthy lucre sake.
Yeah, he's cheap. You got him cheap. Got you cheap.
I have a script.
Yeah, script go
Yeah.
ahead.
It's Luke 8:17. For nothing is secret that shall not be made manifest, neither anything hid that shall not be
So all the
known.
money you've been taking in secret, man, and think because we don't see you doing it, the brothers bring our scriptures and nothing,
Yeah.
right? Nothing, anything you did, Nate, right, to cause you to not say the name anymore, it's gonna be exposed.
Yeah.
All right.
And come abroad. So that was it. Just the brother just explained, because like you said, Nate, and nothing you did is gonna be. Everything's gonna be exposed. It's gonna be put into light, because nothing.
We're hitting on Nate all like, right, because he's first and foremost, because it's fresh in your mind. When you GOC punks, right, you niggalites, right, like Ahaya Ashar Ahaya is not his name, man.
Khan.
I am is not his name.
Khan.
Okay, his name is Yahweh.
That's wicked that
Right?
they do that.
And what's it? Yeshaya. That's not his son's name,
And
man.
they forget about the scriptures. This scripture says about how the Most High changed not.
Khan.
Khan.
So how you going to
That's
change
my name
it?
to indefinite. 53. That's my name indefinite.
Yeah.
What does indefinite mean? Forever, man. Perpetually.
Yeah, and you know that's a good point, and you can bring up that scripture because the Most High doesn't change. And at one point, like you said, Nate was speaking on
Khan.
that name. He had a whole video.